Hello, and welcome back to Advanced Concepts 2 with the Aumtlich. A favorite trick of many architects is to station two Aumtlich across from each other to prevent passage through a passage. Right. So we have, so last time we completed this, we completed the challenge to get access to a secret room. That seems to be what this level is doing. So now we have to get past all of this. Is there any reason we wouldn't just kill you? The reason would be that we need Aumtlich on one of these plates and mirror on the other. Okay. As soon as we make a step into the room, you're no longer going to be stunned. But now you are. So I can't do that because then I'm going to have two Aumtlich looking at me at the same time. I can do that. Is this a repeatable pattern? Not quite. Because I need to... Well, I'd be safe here, right? Unfortunately, I'm about to break this beam and release you. Just up here, I could swing my sword around to move the mirror. Which, the problem with that is that once I've moved the mirror, if I have two of you hitting me at the same time, I'm never getting around you. So that might not be what I wanted to do. On the other hand, I don't see what else I can really do here, so at this point I guess I wait until you jump like that. And now I need to... I can get you stuck. I can do that, which lets me spin around you. Unfortunately, from this position I'm stuck because, yeah. Okay, well... I don't know if this is going to be any better going up. Whoops. Yeah, let's just wait for you to do that. Because the problem is always that I need to get past you. Which I can only do by doing something like that, but I can't do it in this position. Well, I mean, I could do something like this. Got a whole bunch of people stuck there, including you, which lets me kind of get around. The thing is, I can't just run over here and get deal with the Aumtlich right away. That's what I'd like to do. But because of these, I can't get past until I've got the mirror with me. That's not true. That's not true. Oh, but what is true is I can't get back then, because once I've got you stuck, I'm thinking of using the Aumtlich to block one of the beams. Yeah, I can get through without the mirror using the Aumtlich, but I can't. Whoops. If I do that, problem is you are going to go north. Maybe I want to do this at the south because you're going to have the north preference. And if I'm doing this on the south, then I can get you on the other side of... Like in this situation, you would go towards the mirror if this was mirrored from this position. Because as it stands... Yeah. Oh, let's try that. Problem with this is that to get this out from this position, I have to do something like that. There we go. I mean, this lets me get around, but if I do that, I don't want this Aumtlich this close. And that's just gonna get me killed. There's nothing I can do about this. That's not going to give me enough time either. Those are the only two moves I can make. So this is a loss from this position. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, something I didn't try. Something like that. Which isn't going to work, because I would need you facing this way already in order to get stunned. Okay, let's try something different. Something completely different. That is, we're just going to bring you through first. Where do I want you? Kind of wanted you over one more than that. Well, I could do... Oh, I was gonna say, oh, I can do that. I guess I'm trying to get you diagonally up this way. Okay, well, it's kind of where I want you, but... Nah. I thought I had it, and then I was off by one. Trying to get you in line with this mirror. Okay, well, it kind of did it. But now we got the problem where you're going to sidestep. Why did I want you on this side anyway? I want you on this side. Okay, let's just do this the easier way. Alright, something like that. Unfortunately... Oh, I can... Ah! There we go. I can get across. So we can do that. No, no, no. That. That's not going to work. Well, this is just excessively fiddly. I can't say that I like this. Well, I haven't managed to get past the second row of Aumtlich. Maybe what I should be doing is I should just kill this one and then see what I can do to get around you guys. But I imagine that's going to be really easy. Because from here... Okay, I mean... Easy might not be the best word for that, but... Oh, this is terrible. Okay, so not actually that bad. Just the... Right, so that's... And that's what's going on here. We need to be able to do that. with an extra Aumtlich alive and active the entire time. Well, maybe we just do what we're doing faster. And the problem is, from here I needed to move north and then swing this. So from here, I now need to get you into position, and I can't move back at all. Right. So we need to get you again, I feel like getting you onto the other side is going to make things easier. Okay, well if I do that... There we go, that's the easy way to do that. So if I do it the other way. Okay, mistakes were made. Well, now I can do that, and it won't disrupt you. If I do that. How do I get you to look at that again? In this position, if we were mirrored, you would look at it from here. Okay. So just do everything that we just did, only mirror it. Do that. Is that right? That's not right. I guess I do this. No. I'm really starting to think this might be a candidate for unlimited undo, because this is starting to get rather frustrating. And I don't feel like... the reason I don't use unlimited undo is because I don't want to just fumble my way through sequences. In particular when dealing with goblin manipulation and things like that. I like to understand what I'm doing. But in this case, it doesn't really help me to learn anything about the game by not doing that. Oh. Problem is coming in at an angle. No, because I have to... Well, that is a safe spot. I can move from here. Problem with that now is that I'm pushing the mirror off. Okay, well I can move from here. Is there a way to get you looking at this again while I face north? I mean, I could do that. And now you will look at the mirror. Problem is, if I do that, you're going to freeze me. If I do nothing, you're just kind of stuck. Well, this is terrible. I think I have to do that at this point. Oh, double stun. No, I've lost from here. Okay, this is the point where we've had enough of this. However, with you in this position, I think we've already lost from here then. Because the only thing I can do to move this mirror would be... That's the fastest I can do it, yeah. Well, I could use you to get past this line and then get you stuck on a diagonal facing this way, maybe? This mirror's going to move up. And then here. Alright, well, let's try that. So much for unlimited undo. I just screwed that up. Why are there no checkpoints in this area? Well, this is the other advantage. Not using unlimited undo is that I can usually remember the starting sequences that I've done, or at least something close to them. Of course, what I've done here is that's not going to work at all, because you know what? Let's try that. No, it has to be on the other side. How has everything gone wrong? Here we go. So do we want it to be in the very center? Well, let's just do this, which doesn't seem like a particularly useful move. Oops. Okay, well that gets you there. Now we can slide you down. I mean, we can. Problem with this is that once I've done that, we're stuck, right? Yeah. Well, I could do that. In the end, unlimited undo didn't really help me all that much. Well, we're not out yet. There we go. That did it. And to get you in onto where we want to go, we're gonna have you... This isn't gonna work. We need you coming at us from a diagonal. How am I going to get you onto here? Do I have to use the mirror as an obstacle? Maybe I do, because you're going to step north around me. Alright, well, we got the mirror here. Yes, okay, I see. Get you up this way. You're gonna look at the mirror, aren't you? Yeah. here you're going to slide. Your preference is to slide that way. Well, this is just a very frustrating room all around. I guess if we... Oops. Not what I wanted to do. I want you one off from where you are currently. One orthogonal tile off from where you are currently. There you go. Is that way. I don't know why I wanted you in that position. For some reason I thought I'd be able to get you here. Which does not... Okay, there we go. Did I read that other scroll? One wonders why the architect didn't just build a wall instead. Alright. Invisible. Oh, are we at the end of the line here? Something's happening. You are sealing those, okay. Finally, one of the Aumtlich's oddest quirks. The Aumtlich doesn't quite grasp the concept of decoys. They only understand food and not food, and decoys sure look like food. But on closer approach, the Aumtlich sees that it is not food at all. Aha, the Aumtlich thinks, the food must be on the other side, so it goes around, following standard Aumtlich obstacle dodging rules. But no, the food is clearly to the south. But that's an obstacle down there, so clearly the food must be behind the obstacle, and so the Aumtlich dodges again. Right, so this is something that you see more often with constructs nowadays, but it can be done with Aumtlich as well, I guess, is what the point of this is. But no, the food is clearly to the south. That's an obstacle down there, so clearly the food must be behind the obstacle, and so the Aumtlich dodges again. And repeat ad nauseum. It's like a hamster wheel for Aumtlich. The Aumtlich dance, however, appears to be the preferred term. Right, so what's going to happen here is it's going to continuously do this back and forth. Variations of the dance can be understood simply in terms of Aumtlich movement preference. In this case, an obstacle, the mimic's sword, blocks the decoy's sword, blocks the northern route, so the Aumtlich dodges to the south to set up a southeast dance. Yep. Throw in an appropriately placed arrow, and the dance is adjusted to a full circle. The Aumtlich moves north, can only move east, can only move south, and then moves west to complete the cycle. Multiple Aumtlich can fit around one decoy, naturally. 4 gum up the works, each sees no way to dodge around, it stays put. Remove one, however. So that's going to be the next thing. Let's just watch this guy for a bit. Yep, he does as advertised. Oh, this is silly. The precise nature of the dance, however, is quite heavily dependent on the movement order of the Aumtlich. The masochistic delver is free to work it out in detail, naturally, but the rest of us will move on to the next station. Right, so if I wanted to optimize this room, I would have to figure out which Aumtlich to stab. Probably. Got all that? Good. Kill them all. This is going to open that, which is going to light the bombs, which will set this off. Oh boy. Well, this is a rather involved mechanism for killing them all. So we don't want this to get lit. Right, we need to stab the bomb at the end. Oh, you can't actually leave this area. What? Oh, I'm invisible, so you're seeing... okay, I see. So what you're really saying is I need to set up an appropriate Aumtlich dance that will hit all of these. Where do these intersect? Here. Here. Wait, did I have this one right? Here, okay. So these two squares. So if we had an Aumtlich here, we wouldn't hit this, that's the thing. Yeah, because if I did something like this. Why are you not moving? Oh, it's not in range. Okay. So the answer has to be here. The sword's gonna be in the way, but... Okay, I think the thing that makes sense to do here is something like this. Yeah, because then you let all of them. Clear. It's kind of an odd puzzle at the end there. Something I haven't seen done with Aumtlich before. Alright, we have a room here we haven't solved. This is a required room. Maybe this is from one of the other... Yeah, one of the other directions. I guess the nice thing about a setup like this is it's pretty easy to see the secrets. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of not, because if it goes right out with Pit right at the edge. I guess you can see those blue pixels. Alright, well that took quite a long time. We'll start with Aumtlich turning. See how far we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, another one of these things that I can't access from here. Basic Aumtlich rotation. This room details how Aumtlich decide which way to point their beam. Feel free to kill the Aumtlich once you're done. That's what they live for. Aumtlich always want to have their beam pass as close to the player as possible, not counting diagonals. If the player is equidistant from two possible beam directions, the Aumtlich prefers to aim diagonally. Bithro prefers this too. Here, an orthogonal beam would be 4 spaces away and a diagonal beam would be 3 spaces away. The Aumtlich chooses a diagonal beam. Here, an orthogonal beam would be 3 spaces away and a diagonal beam would be 4 spaces away. The Aumtlich chooses a vertical beam. Here, both the orthogonal and diagonal beams would be 3 spaces away. Diagonal takes priority. Really? You're gonna make me... go around to read this? Did you notice that Bithro has to block the Aumtlich's beam with a sword as he passes an orthogonal beam but can slip through a diagonal beam? Keep this in mind for manipulation of some of the trickier Aumtlich. Yep, that's how things work. Sound familiar? This is the same as how guards point their sword. Simpler, really, because Aumtlich don't have to worry about striking bombs or other guards. Oh, there's a scroll there. Holding Aumtlich in place. Sure, you could just get them stuck on a mirror, but where's the fun in that? Open and toggle. Yep. Aumtlich, again like guards, are fundamentally lazy and would rather turn than move. Bithro can use this to his advantage. If every step he takes makes the Aumtlich want to turn, it'll never actually get around to chasing him. Right, so what you're saying is I can do stuff like that. Oops. Do I have to reposition the Aumtlich here? I might, because my sword isn't facing. That's fine. Ah, whoops. Right, because I stunned you for a turn. Aumtlich turning direction. So what happens when an Aumtlich has a longer distance to turn? Once again, the lazy Aumtlich wants to point towards Bithro in the fewest moves possible, so it rotates in whichever direction is closer. In this case, it would rotate clockwise. The only exception, of course, is when Bithro is standing behind the Aumtlich. In this case, rotating in either direction takes equally long, and the Aumtlich arbitrarily picks the clockwise movement. Oh, that's a rude spot for a checkpoint. Bithro can keep the Aumtlich spinning clockwise indefinitely. Apparently they don't get dizzy. Challenge. Can you use what you've learned to avoid setting off the northwest bomb? That'd be this one, right? We've got a challenge room here. Ah, right. We can clear this and go south. Alright, so we don't want to hit this one. There are no roaches here. Okay, interesting. Well, this is a little bit more interesting. So what happens if I start here? That. Sure. I can't have you step off of here, though, until these roaches are dead. So I'm going to need you to turn a bunch of times. Oh. Well, there we go. But you set off the bomb. Okay, well that's fine. We can just do this. Okay, that was neat. Master test, courtesy of Reb. Oh no. Anyone can hold an Aumtlich still long enough to kill 2 eyes, but what about 8? And this time... these aren't toggles, these are closes. The eyes are all facing away, so there's no trickery there with getting the eyes to see me. We do have Ormites. Okay, well that's an easy one. Oh, I think I've actually done something like this before, though. My sword is not in a good spot. Because... okay, so the Ormites are part of the puzzle. Because I need to reorient my sword. Is the orientation I want? Not really, but I guess it works. It lets me get through. And then it's just this over and over, right? Okay, well this was actually pretty easy once I saw what to do. Alright, that's fine. We'll just go around this way. Can I get to here without you turning? I don't think I can. Oh, whoops, one more time. There we go. Okay, not as bad as it looked. Oh, this was fast. One final note. The Aumtlich, being self-absorbed as well as lazy, decides the shortest way to turn based not on Beethro's precise position, but which of the 8 directions it needs to point its beam. Normally, these two are indistinguishable. There's one exception. When Beethor drinks the potion, here, it would seem to be shorter to turn counterclockwise. However, the Aumtlich only sees that it needs to point its beam directly behind it. 4 turns in either direction is a tie, and the Aumtlich goes clockwise instead. Yep. And this was... to solve this room with the challenge, that was something I noticed already, where I was here, Aumtlich was facing south, but Aumtlich turned clockwise instead of counterclockwise, because it was 4 turns either way to face north, even though it would never sweep past me. Fortunately, you have a decoy potion to set off the one bomb that the Aumtlich can't hit for you. Not 2 bombs, you say? Nope. But now you can figure out how to get the Aumtlich to light that last fuse for you. Okay. So what this is saying is... what we want the decoy, we want the Aumtlich to swing around, but it's gonna have to be one of these then, right? Let's just confirm. Yeah, you are going clockwise from here. Which means that these two... I guess that's the whole puzzle here. How do we hit both of these with the Aumtlich? And the way this is set up, I am guessing we can never do something like this, because you're gonna go clockwise. I mean, we could stun you. We could stun you on the decoy. Doing something like this isn't going to help, because the bomb blows up the decoy, and even if it didn't... Okay, so that was the trick, was to stand out this way far enough. It's kind of by accident, but I did notice that standing over here would affect the turning. I just didn't quite realize that would hit this. Alright. So that was turning, and previously movement. So we'll investigate Aumtlich beams in the next part. I will see you then.